What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. video. So in the Entertainment Weekly spoiler room, we have had hints, or at least a tease, that we may get the amazing Tess Flint and possibly Deke return. So first of all, if you're new to the channel, please do consider leaving a subscribe and a like as well if you enjoyed the video at the end. But let's jump in and discuss this. So in the spoiler room, it said that, is it weird to say that I'll actually miss the future on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? And the answer is not at all. I personally will miss Tess, Flint and Deke, but we may not have seen the last of them this season. And this is a quote. It says that it seems those characters may have made their way into everyone's heart, so it is a possibility. Executive producers Jed Whedon and Marissa Tancaroantes, I think that's how you say her name. So I am going to miss these characters. So at the end of the mid-season or whatever, before the break, we actually had the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. return to the past or return to the future, whatever. Yeah, time travel's really weird, convoluted and confusing, but they did go somewhere. They're in the present timeline. They're in 2018. But what is happening now is we have an alternate future. So we have a splinter future style timeline.
Imagine that this line represents time. Here's the present, 1985, the future, and the past. Prior to this point in time, somewhere in the past, the timeline skewed into this tangent, creating an alternate 1985. Alternate to you, me, and Einstein, but reality for everyone else.
Where the returned from the dead Tess and Flint are now on a path and forging a new world for the humans. Well, I really do hope that we actually see them again. This does make sense, and they wouldn't really hint this at all. It wouldn't even be worth printing if they would say like they're not returning or whatsoever. So the future is now possibly being changed. So there are two ideas. The future could completely change, and well, we won't actually see this, but we do have the Back to the Future timeline. So what could happen is we could actually see Tess and Flint return when everything is fixed. Maybe the whole of agents, maybe Coulson or whatever, need to go and get them from the future, and they may, or Flint at least, may be needed to actually fix things in the past using his geokinesis. So there is that as well. So Flint, it could possibly in the future actually be fixing things and putting the Earth back together, but it won't be possible because the atmosphere is destroyed and everything like that. He can't simply, use it like Lego and put it together and expect the Earth to work again, because, well, I'm guessing it doesn't actually work like that at all. So he may be needed simply to kind of put some polyfiller in the Earth as it's starting to actually be destroyed. So I think that may be that's one of the ideas of how he can actually come back. And the reason for this is because that we know that Fitz and Simmons were working on the time travel device in the past, in the alternate timeline, kind of what was happening. So in the loop, they were working on this, and they now have more time to actually work on this. We know that the end of the world is coming, but they do have the possibility to also work on this and have more time, so they could actually possibly work on a way to actually get everyone to come back. So they could get Flint to come back and fix this because they're able to work on time travel. This could all be while Flint is actually going and working on the new Earth. So he's working on fixing something. Now, we did have a hint of that at the end of the last episode where Tess said that this is your blueprint and pointed to Deke's little kind of keychain of Earth. I guess that's a keychain. I did have one myself. They're quite similar. But the idea that Flint could be used to fix the Earth is still really important. Now, he may not be simply putting the Earth back together like I said, but he may be integral to preventing whatever is actually going to happen. So that may be one of the ways that he actually returns. So we do have these multiple timelines, and yes, this will get incredibly confusing. So using the Back to the Future template, timelines do completely split off like that. So it's possible that they are running parallel. So in this alternate timeline, they are running parallel. So yeah, it will get really, really weird with that. However, there is another way they can return, and I think this actually makes more sense than my Flint returning to polyfiller the Earth. This is a way, and this builds upon the thematics of what happened so far. We do have Kasius or Kasius or Kasius. I can never pronounce these names. I'm very, very sorry. That is a regular thing in my comments. But he really did want to get his father's approval. Now, he, if you don't remember, was actually in a battle and refused, or was too scared to kind of use that super-powered kind of liquid thing to make him go bloodthirsty and go and kill everyone. But this then brought shame upon his family, and he wanted to actually bring his family back up and give his father the Earth. And, well, that never really properly happened. All he got was a really kind of a rock in the middle of nowhere, and he didn't get any respect whatsoever for actually getting that or taking control of that Earth. Now, the thing is that he did mention that his father will, or is able to actually, you know, say, kind of take the Earth if the agents aren't there in the past to actually stop him. So, if he kills them after they've time travelled, what he's able to do is actually, well, have his family have a better future. So again, this is creating an alternate timeline, or it's going to just change the future. Just like, if you watch Legends of Tomorrow, if you watch The Flash, time does actually take a while to set. So the future does actually change. And this does all depend completely on how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. deals with this time travel. Seemingly they can time travel without consequence. So that means there's possibly multiple timelines, and there's not some kind of flashpoint time thing where the whole of the time is completely starting to reset and it's like cement. So this means that what can happen is time can completely change, and Kasius' father in the past is able to do this. However, how would he know that these agents have been killed, and how does he know that these are actually a threat? So the way that he can actually go back and kind of take over Earth in the past is that he can find out that his brother, his son, or both of his sons have actually been killed in this battle on the lighthouse, and he wants to seek revenge. Who would he try and get revenge from? Well, the agents in the prophecy. So what will happen is he will seek revenge. I have no doubt that he knows about these Kree monoliths and things like that, and he's probably aware of the prophecy. So what will happen is he will lead an army to go back in time to actually take on the agents after they've gone and returned to their present time, their home timeline. And what will happen is he will attempt to invade the Earth. But what will happen is we will actually have Tess and Flint return or piggyback off them, or we will have the agents bring those back to actually help them take on this invasion force. So I think that's definitely probably a better idea. It does link in a bit better with the themes and the ideas that we've had so far. So just to recap, we could have Flint come back in time and fix things in a new future, and this is a loop where he has to go back in time to fix things and things like that. But I like the idea personally that Kasius' father, and we will see him, because we never really see these plots end. This plot is still going on, and I can see that once we have this plot, or kind of this arc of the Earth possibly being destroyed, and the agents are now actually on the run, so the next couple of episodes will deal with that, and then we could see an invasion come in as well, and this will again link in with the themes of Infinity War, so that will work out very, very well. However, that is it for this video. Please do consider dropping a like and a subscribe on that if you did enjoy it. And that is it. Please do consider as well joining our Discord to chat along with myself and other awesome people like yourselves. And check out our socials. Follow us on Twitter. That's the best way to keep up to date with what I'm doing. And also check out my Instagram for pictures of my food. That is it. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.